Okay, so this is chapter 5, lesson 7, multiplying binomials. There's your objective, so you can read that if you'd like to know what we're going to be covering in this video. Your tabular, we're going to go through two different methods. The first method is called the tabular method. The second method is the distributed method. The tabular method is a way for you to learn it, and I'm completely fine with you doing the tabular method. It's just that when you get to 8th grade and when you go to high school, they're probably going to want you to do the distributive method. I'm just showing this so some of you will be able to visually see this a little bit better. So it says multiply 3x plus 4 times 5x plus 2. The first thing you need to do is draw a 2 by 2 table. So I'm going to draw a 2 by 2 table. And then it says, write the first binomial along the left side of the table. Write the second binomial above the table. So the first binomial is 3x plus 4. So I'm going to write that. And the way I'm going to write it is 3x and then plus 4. So I know my 4 is positive. And then it says, write the second one above the table. So then I'm going to write 5x plus 2 above the table. So then I have 5x plus 2. Okay, so that was step 1. Now I'm going to step 2. Now step 2 says multiply the rows and columns to complete the interior grid. So that's what I read right here. So I'm going to multiply 3x times 5x to figure out what's in this square. So 3x times 5x is 15x squared, because x times x is x squared. Then I'm going to do 3x times 2. 3x times 2 is 6x, because 2 times 3 is 6, and then there's an x. And then I'm going to multiply 5x times 4. 5x times 4 is 20x. And then 4 times 2, my last box, 4 times 2 is 8. Now, if I notice all of these numbers are positive, so when I write it out, I'm going to have a plus and a plus and a plus. So now I'm going to write it all out. This is number 3, step 3. 15x squared plus 6x plus 20x plus 8. Ooh, that looks like, okay. So now it says the product is the sum of the values in the grid. So there's only one more step I have to do. And I want you to think to yourself, what step is next? If you said combine like terms, then you're right. The only like terms I have are 6x and 20x because they have the same coefficient. I mean, not the same coefficient. The same variable and the same exponent. The exponent's raised to a 1, but you can't tell. So 6x plus 20x is 26x. And then I drop everything else down, and I have 15x squared plus 26x plus 8. Okay, so that's the first way to do it, and this next slide I'm going to show you how to do the second way. Alright, so the distributive method, the easiest way for you to remember what to do is to write FOIL. I need you to write this on your notes. You need to know this. Specifically, you need to know what FOIL stands for. So it stands for first times first, outer times outer, inner times inner, last times last. So I'm going to do first times first, because that's what I need to do first. So first times first. That means I'm going to be multiplying my first number times my first number of the binomial. So x times x is x squared. Then I'm going to do outer times outer. So I'm going to do x times 2, because those are my two outer ones, is 2x, and it's positive, so I'm going to put a plus 2x. Then I'm going to multiply my inner times my inner. Those are my two inner ones. Positive 3x times x is plus 3x. And then I'm going to do last times last, which is 3 times 2, which is a positive 6. So now I have x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 6. Now all I need to do is that last step and combine like terms. The only ones I can combine are my 2x and 3x, so that's 5x. And then I drop everything else down. X squared plus 5x plus 6. And that would be my answer. So that's the way that I would like y'all to do it. But if you understand the other way better for learning purposes, I will be perfectly fine with you drawing tables. Okay, so let's go on to a little more. Before you come into class tomorrow, I want you to at least attempt number 11. And that's all I want you to do. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope that you understood it. And I will answer any questions that you have tomorrow. Okay, so if you pause the video and work this out, this is what you should have got. I'm going to walk you through it really quickly. So, in my colors, my color coordination, I have my first times first. First times first is 6 times 9, which is 54. And they're both positive, that's why it's a positive 54. Then I'm going to do my outer times outer. So 6 times negative 6c, so that's going to be a negative 36c. And then I'm going to do inner times inner, so positive 9 times positive c, so then I have a plus 9c. And then last times last, in the purple, the light purple, positive c times negative 6c, so I got negative 6c squared. Then I combine like terms. And when I did that, I did negative 36 plus 9. And up here, I kind of show my work. Negative 36 plus 9, they're different signs. So same signs, add, different signs, subtract. So I should have subtracted. And I got negative 27c because you take the sign of the larger. So 54 minus 27c minus 6c squared. That's what you should have got. So I'm going to do number 2 with y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and make this smaller. We are doing x minus 4 times x plus 11. So on your piece of paper, you need to be writing this down. The first thing that I need to do is do first times first. I know that all of you know how to spell FOIL, but I'm going to write it down so I can check it off to make sure I've done it. So the first thing I need to do is do first times first. So I'm going to multiply my first number times my second first number. First times first. So x times x is x squared. Then I'm going to do outer times outer. X times positive 11 is 11x. So I'm going to put plus 11x because it's positive. Now, you have to pay very close attention to this part. Inner times inner. So, this is a positive 4, but it's going to take that minus sign with it. That minus sign belongs to the floor. So, when you're multiplying inner times inner, it's going to be a negative 4 times a positive x. And negative 4 times a positive x is a, minus 4x. It's a negative 4x, but whenever you write it out, it's going to look like negative minus 4x. And then I'm going to do last times last. Again, negative 4 times positive 11. Negative 4 times positive 11 is a negative 44. Those signs are going to be the ones that trick you the most, so you really, really need to pay attention. You are able to use a calculator, but you need to be aware of those signs, or else the calculator will not do you any good. So now all I need to do is combine like terms. I have a positive 11x minus 4x. Positive 11x minus 4x. 11 minus 4 is 7. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, making sure. 7x. And then I just drop everything down. It's a positive 7x, so that means that I'm going to have a plus there. If it was a negative 7x, then I would have a minus. So my answer is x squared plus 7x minus 44. Okay, so I want you to pause this video and I want you to try number 8.